Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi. Oh gosh, I'm NB Jitters.
That's staying in.
He was too locked in.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
I'm Kozi.
Oh gosh.
It's okay. It's okay, Envy. I am also Chibi Noob. Are you Chibi Noob?
I am Chibi Noob.
I am
Just
Chibi Noob.
for reference, it is 11 p.m. on a Friday night.
Yeah, and this is how we're spending it. It says, I almost wish we didn't let people know that. Okay. Whatever. We watched something cool this week. It was Blue-Eyed Samurai. So yeah, we're finishing out the some of the Netflix stuff this month. Everything's gotten all cattywampus with the schedule. I apologize for that. Hopefully in the next month it'll be better. I make no promises, but we'll see what happens. Anywho, Blue-Eyed Samurai. I wanted to watch this with you guys because I finally sat down to watch it this year, and I very much enjoyed it. So I just wanted to see how everybody else felt and all that sort of stuff. So who watched what and how much?
I think me and Envy watched it all the way through, probably as it was airing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, I never watched it.
Oh, okay.
No? Whoa.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
I watched it all the way through when it aired.
He likes that from Japan feel.
So, am I the only one who'd seen this prior then?
It sounds like it, unless CC or Ian, I don't believe you did.
No, I didn't see the.
I did not. No.
Okay.
Okay. A really quick follow-up question. Did everyone only watch 2 episodes?
I watched 3
5.
because I thought we were gonna watch 3.
I
Oh,
got
there's
halfway through 3.
Okay, so 3 and 4 is where it really kind of picks up and adds a lot of emotional depth. But I do know it's an hour, 45 minutes to an hour per episode, so I didn't want to say anything. But
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think everyone, other than you and me, I don't think everyone's finished it at this point, so we'll maybe hold off on spoilers past 3, perhaps, in case anyone is going to finish it. That being said, there is going to be another season this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Have they had an announcement for a date yet?
no official
Okay.
date, just they said hard 2026. It will be at some point this year.
Okay, well, hopefully some point this year I get to enjoy myself a little bit more. I very much enjoyed this show. It's very much up my alley. Kozi, I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, all the penises. That's
Yep,
totally
yep.
up your alley.
Episode 2, man, they go jumping in that water and there is no shrinkage. Let me tell you.
all dicks and balls.
No, yeah, this. I mean, I like samurai movies. It's not my always go-to genre, but I always like a good one when I see one, and I'm seeing it in this one, and I love. Oh, the action's very cool, and
It has
yeah.
a lot of cool action. It has a lot of levity, but it also has those moments of the kind of humor I feel you really enjoy.
Yeah, sometimes here and there.
Which, while I feel it's generally a little misplaced in this, it is still funny.
I don't really think of this as a very funny show. It has its moments, though.
I'm more thinking, God, I can't remember if it's episode 2 or 3, in the negotiation with Shindo.
That's 3, and yeah, that one's a little
where
funny.
Taigen's just mouthing off the entire time. I'm no way that would happen in any kind of setting like this, but it is
No.
kind of funny.
What it reminded me of a little bit was, hate to say it, playing D&D. And he's literally just there commenting above table while 2 actual people are role-playing and negotiating something. It's this is gonna go bad.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna have a ton of criticism here, so if someone else has a little something, feel free. Because I
All
might
the
gush a
characters
little.
suck except Ringo.
You know? That's fair. I don't know if it's a criticism because I've watched plenty of shows and movies where everyone's a bad person.
They all suck except Ringo. I was not cheering on any singular one of them except him.
He's very wholesome.
Yeah, it's hard not to root
Peaches.
for a cinnamon roll.
I do have a question though, and if it's a spoiler, you don't have to ask. But is Mizu's whole point of revenge is to kill the 4 Westerners just because she was born a mixed breed? Is there no other reason why she wants to kill
Part
them?
of it.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, as a personal thing, yes. There's more elements to it as it goes, but it's It's the primary thing.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Because, like, in the first 3 episodes, it just seems like her only reason for killing them is because she's half Western, half Japanese, and she got shot by society. So I figured there's more reason.
It's
why
definitely
she wants
it's
that one
the
guy
starting
murdered,
point.
the Scottish
I think
guy.
they kind of covered it also in episode 2. The 4 white men who are in the country are not good men.
No.
They're very, very bad men. They're in drugs, prostitution, arms dealing.
Yeah.
Like, they are there to harm the country.
And Fowler is just a straight up sadist. But he's also such a good villain.
I kind of wanted to root for Fowler.
You wanted to root for Fowler?
Okay, so prior to, I think, 6, we hadn't seen him do anything, like, explicitly awful, right?
In episode 2, when he was I'm gonna say this. I didn't notice it my first watch through, but I did notice it this time. You remember he's like painting the picture of the bull,
The
goring a guy?
disemboweled bull guy, yeah.
Yeah, there's literally, as the scene ends, you see like the wider room. He literally has a statue of a bull's head, and he has like a corpse draped over it, exactly like he was like doing it from sight.
But when I say like we haven't explicitly seen him, we don't know that he explicitly did that because we did not see it. It is implied, heavily implied, and we're heavily like told he's a bad guy. But everything we see of him on screen, he is not doing anything explicitly evil.
Yeah, but he's lamenting the fact that he can't be doing something explicitly evil. He's
I
have time to paint. Something is wrong.
He's like, I've been so evil that I got it all out of me last decade and I've just been bored for 10 fucking years.
I did not get that impression. I got the impression of I was evil for a very long time. I still want to be evil, but I'm stuck in this castle not being evil.
Episode 3, maybe going into 4, dungeon. He's like, I haven't been down here in like a decade.
Yeah.
Because it's boring.
Yeah, well, you're so evil, you're bored of basic torture. I will say, he has such good monologues.
We get everything implied for us. We're like told, but we don't actually see until Mizu actually gets to interact with him. Like, Shindo is kind of taking the helm as like our primary antagonist.
Yeah, he's he's the only one who can leave the castle, so.
His whole monologue to the Jesus statue, like, fucking chef's kiss, bro.
I love that one. I want to watch on spoilers, but I do like his other one later on. I think it's in episode 7, where he's explaining his origin a little bit. I don't know if you remember that one, but I like that one.
That one is definitely a little bit more spoilery.
It's more spoilery, so I don't want to say anything, but...
Yeah.
But it's good, and I hope other people get there. Is it weird to think that it's Miguel from El Dorado saying all these things?
Yeah.
Do they share a voice actor?
They're both Kenneth Branagh. I mean, there's other roles you could associate with Kenneth Branagh, quite frankly.
He is quite famous.
But for an animated voice role, I think of Miguel.
Well, I mentioned this to you in private last week, Al, but I'll bring it up for the podcast. I know she's been in other stuff, and I know she probably does a good well in this show, but all I hear when I hear Kemi is London Tippett.
I'm sitting here I know
Brenda's
that
song.
voice. Where
I
do
know
that Brenda's song.
I know she loves this role too. She's owned the role, but like as someone who grew up watching the Sweet Life series, both of them, I can't unhear it.
A lot better, I will say. I'm just gonna spoil this. Once she actually gets to the capital, it kind of has like a transformation of Akemi's character. Right now, she is very much portraying like the pompous, stuck-up princess who feels entitled to getting what she wants. Whereas later on in the series, she has to contend with like her actual responsibilities and like the adult woman she needs to be.
I was just gonna say, my main voice actor problem was with the main character. I just think it was too obvious that she was a girl from the get-go. And I just wish they had chosen a voice actor who could pull off a lower register or sound more like masculine because everybody seems very, very convinced that she's a man. And I felt like it was supposed to be a twist, I guess, at the end. Like, the audience wasn't supposed to know, but I knew, like, immediately that this was a woman.
So, that one is more, like, cultural context. How she wears her hair, how she dresses, all of that very much is how men presented. Like,
of course.
Women were not allowed to present.
No,
like that,
visually, she looks correct.
I will hammer home, especially the hair. Like, that was not allowed for women.
Yeah, and we understand that we do see a lot of stuff in there with, like, the, women are, like, property. I was about to say second-class citizen, but not even really. But no, I'm in agreement of, like, it does feel narratively like that was supposed to be a reveal to the audience of, like, what?
Right.
But everyone already knew. Yeah. I don't think there was a single person who went into watching and who didn't know.
It was definitely more ambiguous with, like, the child and teenage scenes.
I could buy that.
Yeah. Like, I think I was saying to you, I think and this isn't me, I don't think I've ever been fooled by that, or like the reveals ever been like that for me, other than like for AYoN, like the first episode of AYoN High School Host Club was the only time I was like, oh wait, they're a girl. But again, it's like a younger character, they have a voice, and that's a voice actress who is very used to playing a male character because she's also Luffy.
I'm also gonna say, I don't even think they really intended to play it up as like a mystery shock factor, because in pretty much all of the advertising that went into this, like, they made no secret, like, Mizu is the daughter of a white man.
That, I'm gonna say, is advertising, which doesn't always, like, work with the people who actually make the show sometimes. It felt, at the end of the episode, like, what? Big reveal. And then we also end on the Peaches joke. But, like, I don't feel like you end with that shot if you're not being like, what? And we're all going, oh my god.
We knew already. I don't know.
I don't think it ruins anything, though, but yeah.
I mean, it doesn't ruin anything for me. I just think it could have been more effective, you know? But
maybe.
It's a minor thing, but...
Yeah.
So I did have a shock moment, but it wasn't there. Like, the entire first episode, I was like, that's a girl. That's a woman. That is a female. And then in the second episode, when you get the flashback and you see Miso, like, violently...
Sorry, did you just call her Miso?
Misu?
Mizu.
When you see Misu, like, violently chest binding, it's like, oh, trans mask. Oh, that's gender dysphoria. Oh, that is a boy. Oh, this is a boy.
Unfortunately, still no.
No.
No, it could have gone that way, but I don't know.
Presenting as a man is for her own safety.
Like Mulan.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, but also there are people looking for a blue-eyed daughter.
Yeah.
I think
like Mulan, it was very obviously like, okay, she's just doing this to, like, take her father's place in the army, but from what I've seen through episode 3, Mizu could definitely be, like, trans mask.
And that's what I thought at first too, but I went into it more later, like the actual reasons.
Yeah, 5 is where they actually bring it up, and that, because it's like you do kind of wonder a little bit in the first 2 episodes of, like, you have blue eyes. Clearly, everyone knows what's going on. Are they looking for something specific? Because, like, you stand out to everyone.
At first, I was curious, why was she disguised as a boy when she was a child? But then they do explain it later.
Yeah, so.
I will argue she has an emotional support himbo.
True.
That's at least genderqueer.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll concede that point.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a big fan of his character at first until the end of episode 3 when he saved the day, because I felt like Ringo was, for me, a tonal whiplash compared to the serious setup of the show. Like, I thought his comedy was a little out of place and his shtick was getting a little out of place. But once he, saved the day with Mizu and Taigen, I was like, okay, maybe I'm starting to get the point of his character.
Okay, you know what? I do have a criticism. He sticks the chopsticks in his wristband. He would not be able to use the chopsticks like that.
He was doing noodles. If they just hang off the noodle, maybe then. I think he'd have trouble with rice.
But it was opening and closing. That's
okay, you're right.
Not how that would
you're
work.
right. It did have a clicky sound. I'm like, okay, how you doing that?
Yeah.
However you're doing that, you
just
need to be...
stuck him in the wristband, and he's like, yeah, that works just like a hand now.
If he figured out
like,
how to
maybe
make
he
that
has
work, I'm like, okay, you're...
I'm just missing it because I'm watching it on a tiny screen. I kind of thought he was veggie tailing it a bit.
No, he just sticks everything in those wristbands.
I mean,
that's what holds it for him.
some of it works. Maybe the chopsticks don't. But if the chopsticks did work like that, I'd be like, okay, forget greatness from noodles. You are a master inventor somehow, and you need to employ yourself in this. But, yeah.
Also, like, kind of like a nitpicky criticism. This is something that takes place all across, like, any genre that has swords in it. They would not be out there chopping trees with them. You want to know what chopping a tree with a sword would do?
Break the sword.
Dulls, nicks, snaps.
Are we
Yeah.
thinking the same thing?
But it's so cool.
That's why they make such a big deal of like, oh, you're not worthy of my blade. You know why they're not worthy of the blade? The more you use the sword, the worse the sword fucking gets.
Yeah, but if the swords act like real swords, then it's not cool. I'm gonna say, like, right now, you're right, and it's gonna get more ridiculous the further it goes, but it's so cool.
I know, but like when she's out there and like she made the sword.
Yeah.
I get it. Hers is magical space rock. Hers is space sword.
But
I get that.
I was gonna say,
I'll buy that.
yeah.
But she was taught to respect that fucking blade, and she's out here like, I might as well chop some firewood. Got nothing better
You're
to
about
do.
to respect these nuts. That joke doesn't even work, but it feels right. No, yeah. I think like a lot of things sometimes it's like rule of cool, man. We know it can't do it, but wouldn't it be awesome if it did? And it does.
Also, like, another, like, nitpick. Akemi never would have been unchaperoned anywhere.
Probably, yeah.
Literally anywhere.
I do kind of wonder about that sometimes, because I think it's just a trope thing of, like, how do these princesses get out of the castle without anyone knowing? But we could also say that, like, Jasmine, how are you doing this?
Even before she leaves the castle, in episode 1, meeting privately with Taigen twice. Once kind of innocent, but the second time definitely not, and she just fucks him.
Yeah.
When her virtue is her value.
Yeah, and she's
No,
pure.
that's not
We know
happening.
she's pure. And she's like looking like, uh-oh.
Oh, it's simple. When you got George Takei as your aide, and
You know what? Yeah. Rule of cool again. George Takei evens everything out. It's that if we were looking for accuracy, we're not going to go here.
Although I will say, I think my favorite character in the show was probably Master Eiji, the blind swordsmith.
Yeah, he's cool.
And I think a big part of it is the actor who played him, the late Hiroyuki Tagawa. I think he did a really good job voicing him.
Oh, yeah.
Since we've touched on a few actors here, I think it is worth mentioning the entirety of this voice cast, I think, minus
Kenneth Branagh.
Fowler. Yeah. They are all Asian
Yep.
in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good to have that with, like, representation and, like, especially with who the characters are in that. I think that was a really good choice. And honestly, I think for the most part, a couple of nitpicks here and there of how certain things went, I think everyone does a pretty good job overall.
Yeah. I think the only one I don't like is Mama, who most of you would not have seen yet.
I have. She's not in it long enough for me to have a problem, I don't think.
I just find her very annoying.
It's fair, but I think it's also supposed to be a little bit of an annoying voice.
I think it worked with her personality
Yeah.
being what it was.
Yeah. So.
But I won't say too much because I know
Yeah,
not everybody's
yeah.
watching.
Envy, I disagree with you on Brenda's song. I think she did a great job, and I do not hear London tiptoe.
I didn't say she was bad.
I'll fight you for
I
this.
just-
We're gonna do some fisticuffs.
No, I'm gonna agree with Envy.
I'm fighting two
this
people.
This first half of her character arc, she is very much giving spoiled princess, which is just London Tipton.
Okay. All right.
She even breaks out the, Daddy, you're so smart.
Look,
Let me fuck the man I want.
look. As long as she doesn't say "yay me,"
That'd be something.
that would be a total shift we would not recover from.
No.
Seiki tries to mentor her. Seiki, I know about the Prindle.
Okay, no. You know what? It would have been a really good, like, throwaway line to land when Seki was like, you're gonna marry the Shogun's son. Like, he's the best match for you. And just have her completely deadpan, like, yay me.
I agree, but it's also like, oof, this is like, now we're winking at the audience. I feel like this isn't a show that winks at the audience. Yeah, I do find it interesting that Brenda Song this is like another instance of her being like the rich girl who does not entirely understand the outside world, who also has like a mentor figure, like a surrogate father, that does and is also kind of like trying to teach her, but is also like, I'm dealing with your shit a little bit. Like, I don't think George Takei's character is like exactly like Mr. Mosby, but he serves a bit of a similar role.
Yeah,
No,
He's
he
gotta
definitely
deal with
taught
it.
her how to drive.
Yeah.
he's got to deal with his. He's got to deal with the boss.
Yep.
Which is, the Shogun, or not the Shogun, the Lord.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also the show. I mean, like, he's kind of dealing with everyone in the higher ups in that, in regard to her as well. But yeah, I will say, Akemi does really come into her later on.
I really want to know what Seki's plan was. Even if she had, like, her plan went off perfectly without a hitch. She found Taigen killed Mizu, reclaimed his honor, and she came back. What did she logistically think was gonna happen? She was already promised to the Shogun's son. They, like, exchanged betrothal stuff, like...
I don't know.
Realistically...
When you're young and stupid, everything in your head makes sense.
Honestly, that makes sense to me, what you just said, because it's what she does.
But Seki just lets her think it. And it's not until after they've left that he's like, hey, yo, bitch, you kind of dumb.
I think he's trying to go from, like, the school of, they need to fail to learn why we're gonna fail. Look, can I throw out there, had they not gone along with it, he wouldn't have had that awesome line read of, it's been a very long time since I've killed a man. Wonder if I remember how. Like, damn, George. They've got some really good lines. It's like very like B action movie like lines, but it's they hit with a hit. They hit.
Do you feel like some of this, I don't know if this is a stretch, do you feel like some of it was kind of Kill Bill
Oh,
inspired?
100%. 100%. Just wait.
The fights and everything.
I don't want to spoil things for other people. There are so many good action movie influences to this show. Like, and I'm going to say, in the first 2 episodes, I think, we got a song that very famously was in Kill Bill.
Yeah, so it must have not been a coincidence.
I don't like that they did that, honestly.
It just adds to the pulp kind of thing for me. Well, not like Pulp Fiction, but like pulp
that's
is the
wrong.
genre.
Yeah.
It just works for me. Like, this is not a spoiler, it's a soundtrack thing. They're gonna have a Japanese cover of Metallica's For Whom the Bell Tolls in a major action sequence. It's so fucking cool.
Like, you want to talk about, like, weird tonal shifts out of nowhere. It's, like, kind of jarring. I feel like that was a very jarring tonal shift.
I hear you,
That's
and
fair.
the first time I saw it, it did get a laugh out of me. A little bit. But I will say, like, a tonal shift towards comedy might feel like full-on comedy, like wink at the camera comedy, like yay me. I don't know that would entirely work, because that's weird, but, like, a tonal shift into we're about to get ridiculous action in an action show doesn't feel that far off as much.
I do find that a lot of stuff nowadays tries to incorporate like pop music or something into historical things, and I don't always like it when that happens. I feel like this one was done a little bit more seamlessly, like a little bit better than that.
I hear you.
But I have seen a lot of movies that try and do that, and it really gets on my nerves because it takes me out of it.
It's a tough balancing act.
Yeah.
Fucking Bridgerton.
I have not watched that, so I don't know. But I will take your word.
Bridgerton, I feel like, is what cemented the trend.
Oh.
But at least Bridgerton, they like do it as like an orchestra cover, so it's
that's
still
even
like
weirder.
it
What was the
sounds
cover
like
of?
the band
Oh, they
at the
do
ball
multiple.
playing Billie Eilish.
Oh.
They had
What-
they did a Pitbull cover for like season 3.
Okay.
That
yeah,
one was
no,
fucking weird.
I don't have to watch this to agree with you now.
Well, you know all the the trend now of all the a lot of the movie trailers having weird remixes of classic songs, or just
Yeah.
Yeah.
any song really remixed, and they think it's hype. It's like, I'm old school, man. Give me an orchestra trailer. Like, give me actual music.
I hear you on that. I think it's just a balancing act, and it's very much like you need to really know the scene, know the feel, know the thing. You can't just throw something in. There's like,
I mean, some pop songs and trailers work, but I'd rather hear music. If it's not going to be in the final film, at least music that's tonally similar to what the tone of the movie's going to be.
I don't necessarily mean for trailers, but I do think in general for the movies. Like, I'm thinking about, like, especially for like a period piece that includes modern music. The one that immediately does pop to mind, I hate to say it, is another Tarantino, Django Unchained. It also incorporates a number of like modern music, but it also has a very good score on its own. And I do think
Django Unchained and modern no longer go together in a sentence, my guy.
How do you mean? It's a period piece, and they had like a Kanye West song in there.
How old is it now? It's gotta be
2013.
over 10 years.
No, but like I'm saying, this song does not fit the time period in which it is set.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like having Metallica in a feudal Japan.
Okay, no. I get your point.
Yeah, no.
I think this show did it well. I was like, oh hell yeah, this is a banger.
I'm gonna digress here. Yeah, remind me how old Django Unchained is. I had to sit for a minute and think this week because it popped into my head. I was thinking about The Dark Knight because I like the movie The Dark Knight, and I'm like, shit. There are children who were born the same year that movie came out who are graduating high school this year, and I had to scream into a pillow for a minute.
I was gonna say, I feel like that was like 2010-ish.
It was 2008. I remember it very distinctly.
It was 2008.
Yeah, it was 2008.
Yeah.
Do we all feel old? Congratulations.
No, I thought it was 2006, but I've also never seen it.
2005 was Batman Begins.
Yeah. Yeah, 2008, right. That was the biggest movie of the year, and I remember it because I watched it in theaters, and yeah. We're old.
I still have my ticket from when I saw it, because I was like, I don't want to throw this away. And that eventually led me to having a box full of every ticket from every movie that I've seen since 2008. So I got to do something with them at some point. I don't collect a whole lot. I'm thinking about like making it into like a poster thing that I can hang on my wall or something.
So you keep... Cool. So do you keep tickets for movies you hated watching in theaters?
I can find something fun about any movie I watch. I'm gonna be real with you.
No.
We're not talking about him.
No.
We're not talking about him. This is not his day. I'm enjoying this episode.
We're not talking about what?
Don't worry about it.
You already know.
You know.
Okay, alright, adding it to the Patreon list.
We're not talking about Mr. Poppy today.
We talked about it.
Oh, that's okay.
Anyway. I just had to fact check you there.
It was the most irrational rant I've ever gone on.
I know. Anyway.
With this show. I feel like I've gushed about everything I want to gush about.
The animation's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Who did this? Because hang on.
Netflix.
I don't know the
studio. It was a French studio.
It's got like 5 different production companies. Blue Spirit, Netflix Animation Studios, J.A. Green Construction Corp, and 3 Arts Entertainment.
They had a lot of like mixed media approach to it, which was nice.
Yeah. I like a lot of the shots that are just like Mizu walking and like you can see the landscape and everything and the sort of silhouette. It definitely gives like the kind of old samurai feel. They had some really good composition, I will say.
Yeah, this thing is dripping with style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's one of those shows where it's like, oh, it's not technically anime. It's anime. It's just not made in Japan. Damn it.
Yeah. So Blue Spirit is the French company, and when they did interviews around this, they specifically said they wanted this to look like a moving painting.
I think they...
And like,
does look
I
like that.
think a lot of the scenes, they nailed that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially when they're in the snow and that, it's like, it does feel like a lot of the... Not necessarily the exact same thing, but like the use of negative space you often see in like a lot of Asian art and like the I don't have the words to fully articulate what I'm talking about, but are you understanding my vibe a little bit? That's a bad sign to have that much silence.
No, yeah,
Like,
I get it. I get it.
I really liked the snow scenes. I don't know why, but every time we had like an outdoor snowy scene, I'm like, oh, this would slap so hard as a video game.
I'm kind of there with you. I would love a Blue Eye Samurai video game. I don't even know what you do. Is it just walking around?
It's just a
slashing
hack and
pe-
slash.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Beautiful landscapes while we hack and slash with people. I feel like I'm just describing
Yeah,
like Elden Ring or something.
Well, no, it'd basically be
Oh,
I don't know if
no,
it'd
what
be
was
the exact same setting. It'd be
Sekiro?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Or Yote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
They're
Ghost
good,
of
yeah.
Yote is the one
Yeah.
with the woman.
So I got a couple of
I don't
games I
know,
need to
it
look
just-
at.
It made me really, I'm like, oh, I wish this was playable right now. The only thing, I guess, story-wise, I actually like have like a gripe. There's no reason Mizu is actually as fucking good as she is at anything besides protagonist Halo.
Yeah, that's true. Because she did watch like all of the experts do it, but she didn't really like train, right?
She
And she
trained.
also went, they're trash.
Yeah.
I mean, she did basically watch like an expert from every school and different style, and then trained like by
They
themselves.
also,
I guess
they
so.
made a point with the fangs.
Mhm.
Of there's a very large difference between samurai, which were mostly who were
wait.
coming to master AG, and warriors who actually took those and applied those skills in real life. Like, one was all about show and prestige, and one was about like actual skill.
That was another thing I didn't like about that. Thank you for bringing up the fangs. I thought they you know what they reminded me of? This is going to be an insult, Al, and I'm very sorry, but the fangs reminded me of the Knights of Ren from the sequel
No, I knew
trilogy.
exactly where you were
Look
going with
cool
that.
and look cool on design, but barely did a fucking thing. The main guy did a little bit, but like the other three got, chopped down like they were nothing. And it's like, okay, you build them up as like the 4 deadliest warriors of the land, and they just die.
I don't know why you would think
Well,
I would be
that's the thing
insulted by
is, like,
that, but okay.
They weren't. They were the first like contingency, therefore like the lowest ranking of the contingency plans. From there, it all power scales up.
Everyone was scared shitless of them when they walked through the villages and stuff, so I thought like they were
Well,
supposed to be like the best of the best.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
they're just
everyone else is a
deployed the
normie.
most. Yeah, they're deployed because they are the ones who they don't really care if they lose.
No, yeah, I hear you on that. Do love that fight though. I don't feel like we often see.
no,
like,
it's a cool fight.
Like,
It's a cool fight.
yeah.
The fight on the cliff was really good, and then the final duel. It's just that I felt like they kind of went.
I want to know
down.
what would have made that fight way cooler. Less dick and balls in between the shots.
Speak for yourself.
I was watching this on my lunch break at work, and I was like,
They need to get cleansed. The New Year's cleanse or the festival
I
cleanse.
don't know. I was just like waiting for like people to start getting like eaten by sharks or something the first time. I'm like, where's the intense element gonna come from with dick and balls?
Dick and balls is already pretty intense.
No, it was not.
I don't know. Yeah, I will say this, and I think this is the best compliment I can give this show, is that every action scene that they set up, it's topped in the next episode by...
Yeah, the action's really good.
Like, I think they really knew how to pace some of these things out as far as, like, a full series goes and, like, what they were going to do and how intense they were going to make certain things because, like, ooh, it just keeps... Like, every time you think, well, this has to be the peak. Nope, it's not. We're going to keep going. I'm like, oh, they do such a good job with it.
I like that they made it so Mizu actually does not pull her punches.
Yeah. She's certainly pulling teeth, though. I kind of forgot how much, like, teeth and eyeball stuff was in the first one. It was a little like, oh.
Yeah.
Even beyond that, episode 3 with, like, she needs Shindo, right?
Yeah.
Even though she needs him, she's just like, yeah, you want to know what? Bam! Lose an arm, bitch!
To be fair, he had already given her everything that she needed because she got the information that she wanted. So, wait, I don't know if that's necessarily a spoiler yet.
I mean, if she wanted to get out of the valley without, you know, a barrage of 500 archers trying to shoot her down.
All right, well...
She had a very valuable hostage right there.
Well, hold on now.
They both thought he was bluffing.
Yeah, let's talk about Tengen for a minute. Taigen? I'm saying Tengen. Taigen. Talking in her ear, being like, there's no archers. Don't listen to your not boyfriend. He doesn't know.
Tengen is someone completely different, and we love and respect him because he love and respect women.
Yeah, he do. Taigen, not so much.
No.
That being said, I gotta say, I like their rivalry.
Yeah.
They have a solid, like, let's go.
I would like it a lot more if they did not throw in, like, the weird chemistry. I think it would have been fine to just have them hate each other and keep it that way.
I hear you, but...
Especially considering Mizu's backstory. Yeah, like, her specific history around relationships with men, and even just her history with Taigen himself.
Yeah. He's no Shang. We can say that much for, like, what the situation is. But to be fair, none of us are Shang.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't buy it. I don't think she's getting wet for him.
Not currently where people are at now.
I want them to stop pretending she is.
I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who's not seeing stuff yet. I'm somewhat agreeing with you.
Wait, what was the episode? Maybe it was past where people watched.
It's later. There's some stuff, but like, just don't.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it should be happening, but I think it is happening. I don't know that I agree with it though, because I don't like bullies to lovers.
Yeah, it's not great, but I will say, regardless.
But I think she does have some attraction to him for whatever reason. I think it's because they match each other on a battle level.
I'm sorry. If we look at her history of what she was historically attracted to, ain't no fucking way she's going for Mr. Beat-Nose Fishmonger's son.
Well,
maybe not. I say this because I will say this, and this is just more of a thing that I thought in the first episode. I thought it was going to be because they had that one shot in the first episode of Mizu and Akemi seeing each other on the bridge. And I was like, oh, well, this is the love at first sight shot, isn't it? And then it wasn't. I was like, why do you spend so much time on that shot?
I don't know if I really like her with either of them. I don't know.
Well, then don't worry about it.
Wait, is she gonna be with one of them? I don't know. Both of them?
Look, I'm sure there's a fan fiction, but
I don't know that I need it.
I think the payoff for that scene is in episode
4. It's 4.
Yeah. Episode 4.
It does pay off, but it felt early on like oh, look, star-crossed lovers. And it's like, no, it's not.
I mean, you were still supposed to think Mizu was a man.
Yeah, but we all knew that. And I'm not saying that would affect anything. Because I'm open to, like, hey, Mizu and whoever. Like, we can make whatever work. But, like, Yeah, no. As far as Taigen goes, he does make a very good rival, though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's very solid in that position. And, like...
No, like,
yeah.
Taigen and Akemi both are excellent foils for Mizu.
Yeah.
And in different ways. And it's nice to have, like, all the... Honestly, even, like, almost every character on some level is a foil to Mizu in some way. It's almost... They're a little like Batman. How everyone else around them is like a different version of them that could have been had something else happened.
Right.
But I feel like specifically Taigen and Akemi are supposed to be like the dichotomy of like what she is striving for versus what society and what she kind of herself secretly wanted to be.
Yeah.
Like she did kind of want to be,
I mean,
like what society wanted out of a woman. Like she did want to fulfill that role.
yeah, I mean, like, I think that's a thing that on some level every character who's going to go through like some really tough shit kind of has to go through. I'm paraphrasing, but I know Gandalf said something to Frodo of like, Frodo was like, I wish I didn't have to live in like have to see these kind of things. And he's like, so does everyone who like lives in difficult times. And what you got to do, we all hope for a life that is maybe not perfect, but at least is pleasant. But then you don't always get to have it. And
It's just like, it's an interesting part of Mizu's character specifically because like outwardly she does not allow herself to want that softness or that femininity. Like outwardly she is only allowing herself to desire like being the top alpha dog of the whole fucking continent of Asia, really.
I don't know that she needs to feel like she's the best. I mean, she is the best, arguably. But I don't know that it's like, I need to be the best, like, as a recognition thing or anything like that. I think she just cares about, like, I need to get shit done.
It's like a survival tactic.
Yeah.
It's like a survival thing, but also like she's aspiring to it. And we do have like those moments where like her own femininity is causing her like dysphoria because she's specifically equating being strong to being a man.
I think it's also an interesting contrast though, how like, what's his name? The guy with the noodles.
Ringo.
How,
the beetle.
Yeah, how Ringo is like wanting, his like main thing is wanting to be like the best at something. So that's why he's following around Mizu. But Mizu is like trying to be the best at something to like fulfill this dark goal that like she has to fulfill. It's like she has to do this instead of she wants to. So it's interesting to see them paired together that way because he's also like a foil to her.
Well, Taigen's also that way. He wants to be the best swordsman. Ringo wants to be the best at whatever he wants to
and
do.
And then Mizu like needs to be. It's not a want, it's like a need.
Well, for them, being the best is the end goal, but being the best is the means to Mizu's end goal.
So it is interesting that way.
It's not even actually a needs to be because like Master Eiji even like tried to give her the out. Like, revenge is like gold. It's never going to tarnish. It's always going to be there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do this. And like, there is something about like the cyclical nature of violence that's woven in there, but...
Yeah, I do think that comes up a little bit later too, especially in some of the final episodes as well. I'm just remembering Master Eiji at that. Like, some of his stuff is just really good. He is a really good mentor figure, but I also just love the line that he has when she's like, I have deceived you. You cannot see what others see the problem of me. He's like, I know you're ugly. What do I care? I'm blind.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes, like, I don't know. Sometimes the jokes they hit just right in just the right way.
Well, it's part of like his broader character of like, she thinks she's been deceiving him this entire time, but like he been knew.
Oh yeah, the blind man
Like,
sees more than anyone else.
He knew she was mixed with foreigner. He knew she was a woman. He just let her hold on to that deception.
Yeah. I think on some level he understood why she needed it.
And he also understood why she could not give up the bit quite yet. Hey.
Yeah.
You came to me a little boy. You are leaving a man. Shut up.
You came to be a stupid boy, and you shall leave a stupid man. He's great. All right, I don't have much else to say other than, goddamn, I can't wait for season 2.
I don't know where they're gonna go besides, like, finding the other white men. After what happens at the end of this
Yeah.
season.
Okay, broad strokes, don't know details for the people who haven't seen, but what did you think of the ending?
I was content with where it left off. Like,
Okay.
I feel like as a larger thing outside of Mizu's revenge, like, we very succinctly wrapped up what's going on with Fowler, and, like, Fowler was her main focus for the entirety of the show. And again, a lot kind of happens in that last episode
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's like, this has gone so far beyond her revenge. Like, we're talking, like, world implications here.
Yeah.
And they tied that up pretty neatly, I think. So I don't know where we go from there, especially with all of the characters. Like, I don't see how we bring Akemi back in any meaningful capacity.
I kind of see what you're saying, but at the same time, I think that's what excites me, is because I could be wrong. This could completely fall apart. And maybe they had all the good ideas for the first season, and they like didn't know if they were going to get a second thing, so they were like, we need to just leave everything on the table. And maybe they don't have anything for season 2. I'm hoping that's not the case. They've had 3 years to figure it out. But I'm just excited. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen either, but that kind of excites me a little bit.
Like, I see them very easily being able to carry over Ringo, Taigen, Mizu.
Yeah.
Other than that, I feel like we kind of have to leave the setting and the other characters behind, because that's all kind of like wrapped up at this point.
Maybe not.
And I feel like it's going to become very background, which is a disservice to how important they actually were to the story.
You and me are going to have a lot to discuss later. Whenever this comes out. I'm a yay.
I'd say I'm a light yay. There are certain things that bug me, or some like critiques that I have, but they're pretty few and far between. I really like this overall. I think it's pretty engaging and interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm a light gate too.
Oh yeah, Chibi, what are
Chibi.
your thoughts?
Actually, Chibi did send some thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me check here. They also said that, were we supposed to think that was a man? Wait, what is it?
Seems interesting so far. I'm gonna guess there's a lot more in store for season, since it feels like a lot has happened already, and the reveal at the end of episode 1 was very obvious.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Other Chibi.
Yeah, I'm a light yay too.
I'm a hard yay. I heard about this when it came out. The gaming podcast I listened to, they were really into it. I was like, it doesn't really seem like my thing. I don't usually go for samurai stuff, I guess, but surprising. This was really good.
This doesn't feel very samurai for it. And name a show that's like titular thing is the Blue Eye Samurai. Like,
I feel like it feels samurai.
she does not follow the samurai code, because she is not
Well, she's
actually
not.
a samurai. She's a bushi.
It's like, this show's got everything you want. It's got some beautiful action fight sequences. It's got gender fuckery. It's got a himbo. It's got, what was the other thing?
Dicks.
Fuck white people. It's got dicks.
Oh, it's got, we do not kink shame, we kink ask why.
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to keep watching it.
I watched it while it was airing all the way through. Like, yeah, I'm a pretty hard yay. Like, I feel like if you enjoyed the first 2 to 3 episodes, like, it only gets better. It does a really good job of hooking you, I think, from episode 1, which you fucking better if you're an hour long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
There
I think
are
it's
some...
over. I only think it's a couple minutes over, but I think it's over an hour long. But also they have like that weird in the coming season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of the actual episode is like episode, but
I might be wrong here, but I did feel like the episodes got shorter as it kept going, which I was
oh no, they definitely
a little
bit.
I was a little sad about it because I wanted more.
I think the episodes kind of like minned out at like 40 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
But I think if you watch the first episode or even just like part way of the first episode and you're like, oh yeah, I'm kind of hooked, I kind of want to see what happens, it only gets better. Like there is no moment, I feel like, in the entirety of the season where you look at it and you're like, no, that just didn't work for me. Like that was just bad. Like it just keeps getting better.
Yep.
Because the season 2 has some big boots to fill.
You heard it here. Kozi says that every moment works, including when Metallica shows up.
No!
I caught you on that one. Yeah.
Listen, the sequences themselves, I like. The music, I don't.
Okay. That's fair. All right. So, next week is next month. We're back to doing, hey, what you want watching? And there's not a whole lot to say about that. We'll let you know what I'll tell you this much. Chibi's recommendation month is coming up, and you'll find out what they're going to be doing next week. So, yeah, they weren't here, but they'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back. That, or we are, or perhaps I am Chibi.
Perhaps you're all chibi.
Are you Chibi?
We are all chibi inside.
Maybe the chibi was the friends we made along the way.
We're all Chibi down here. Anyway, bye-bye, Chibi.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoy this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!